A Doll's House is a play written by Henrik Ibsen, which is significant for its critical attitude towards 19th century marriage norms. It takes place in the home of the Helmer family in an unspecified Norwegian town or city in 1879. Now let's meet Nora.
Oh, well, hello. How caring of you to join me on this wonderful day. Would you care for some tea? Okay. My name is Nora Helmer. The good people know me, or should I say knew me, as Torvald's wife. Speaking of that, do you want me to tell you how that happened? Should I start from the beginning? I think I should. If you knew me, you knew I loved shopping. I would spend money faster than Torvald could produce. I loved Torvald. I was his little squirrel. I was spending his money, and he gave me $40 for Christmas. He was such a caring man. Did I care to mention my great friend, Christine Lindy? She came all this way to see Torvald. She was in dire need of a job, and Torvald was there to help her. Since her mother died, she didn't need to care for her or her two brothers anymore. She's such a great woman. Mr. Krogstad came today. Oh, what a poor sight he was. Torvald called him in to discuss his dismissal from the bank. He wanted to talk about my debt to him. I owe him $4,000 because my husband was ill. I needed to help him. He needed the vacation. Once he left, thankfully Torvald was still happy and pleasant. Did you ask who Dr. Rank is to me? Oh. See, you were asking at the time we were talked very closely. Dr. Rank is he's a person I am truly passionate about. He's such a caring man, helping all the people that are ill. Dr. Rank is also terminally ill. Oh, what did he say in my ear? Oh, good gracious. Dr. Rank merely stated his passion for me. But being a married woman, I could not have done the things he was asking. That would hurt Torvald too deeply. The slap? Are you asking about the slap Torvald landed on my face before Niles' letter about how I forged the father's signature? Ah. I thought so. Yes, it did hurt. Well, physically, but also morally. Morally, it woke me up. It showed how I've been living with a stranger and had 3 children for the past 8 years. I do not love Torvald. He played me just as my father did. Like a doll. I am no doll. I had to leave the fakeness of that life I was living and truly see myself and grow as my own person. Thank you so much for coming and talking with me about this. It means a lot to me. I hope you have a great day.
Go.
I had it all. I had my beautiful wife, children, and my new job promotion. Everything was perfect and just how it was supposed to be. Nora and I had worked ourselves out of poverty, and I had overcome my illness and was back on my feet. If Nora never lied to me behind my back for years and threatened my reputation, then left me, everything would have worked out swimmingly. I understand that she needed the money to help me, but I really wish that she would have told me before, and I would have understood. From now on, forget happiness. It's just about saving the remains, the wreckage, the appearance. I said that out of anger after I read the first letter from Krogstad. I wish I could take it all back. I can't help but think about what I could have done to prevent Nora from leaving me. She said we could have talked seriously about stuff, but why would I want to burden her with my problems? It all seems so arbitrary. I was always good to Nora. I was a good husband. I gave her money to buy things that she wanted, and I always was loving and caring for her. I was strict, yes, of course. All husbands must be strict to keep the marriage in order, right? She always seemed happy on the outside. I guess she always had an appearance of happiness, much like a doll. And while all this happening, my good friend Dr. Rank is terminally ill with something that Nora didn't even tell me about while it was happening. I found out when he left his business card in my letter slot with a black cross on his name. I never even got to say goodbye to him. What a shame. Anyways, all this because of Krogstad. He was just angry about his reputation and the unmoral things he did. I don't believe he should be in the bank, and it's my right to fire him if I see fit. He went behind my back and tried to get Nora to persuade him. I don't like when people go behind my back, and that is the reason he will never work for me. His reputation will forever be tarnished, and that is because of his own bidding. At least he has Miss Lynn to comfort him, I guess. I just still can't believe that Nora left me. I mean, she just stormed out on me and all the kids. I mean, and she called me a stranger and a manipulator. I don't understand how she can just leave everything behind and be totally content with it. It baffles my mind, but I hope she can still have somewhat of a relationship with me and, you know, for the kids' sake. I'm hopeful, but she stormed out of the house with determination in her eyes and an empty heart, cleared out by my distant attitude towards her and our love for each other. I'm not optimistic for the future, honestly. I mean, I wonder if I will ever be able to change like I said I could to Nora. I think I would have said anything in that moment to get her to stay with me. I'm just an egotistical man who only cares about his reputation before the feelings of the lives of others. In a sense, I'm afraid of becoming Krogstad. I hope I never become one. I hope Nora finds what she is looking for. And I hope I can find my way.
Doctors have a very busy schedule. They're constantly putting in a lot of hard work and hours each day to make sure their patients receive the best care possible. My name is Dr. Rank. I was the family doctor for the Helmers until I sent Torvald and Nora letters saying I'm going to die. My impending death caught everyone by surprise, but my decision to leave my closest friends out of it is the best way for me to go out. I look back on my time and see my relationships were strong and nothing could tear them apart. I was not the jealous type, and since I was dying, I felt a bit jealous of Nora's friend Miss Lind because of how much of time she was spending at the Helmer's home. Nora informed me I was being ridiculous, but I thought otherwise. After I let Nora know about my condition, she expressed how much I meant to her. She tried to get my mind off the fact I was dying, but I couldn't stop thinking about it. Nora is a great friend of mine, and I will be sad to leave her behind. I always admired Helmer for his work. He was a smart man who always had an eye for good business. When Miss Lynn came back to visit Nora, she told Nora she was looking for a job. Immediately, Nora asked Helmer if he could get her friend a job. Helmer replaced an employee of his named Niels Krogstad. He had been struggling lately at work and was worried he might lose his job now that Miss Lind is in town looking for a job. I encountered Mr. Krogstad at the Helmer's house talking to Nora secretively. After they finished talking, I remember approaching Nora about their conversation. She said it was nothing, but I could tell it wasn't just nothing. After being around the Helmers all the time, I could tell when they were lying and telling the truth. My presence in the Helmer's house was always welcomed, according to Nora. I felt like I was a part of their family. My mind was full of good thoughts every time I was over there, until I found out I only had about a month to live. I was spending quality time with Helmer. I had his friendship so dear to my heart, I did not have the courage to tell him in person. I thought long and hard about what I should do and how I should handle my death. Leaving the Helmers a note without saying goodbye was the best idea I had. I wish I was there to see Helmer's reaction to my short letters, but I had to let that be. At the Christmas party, I remember being in the room with Helmer and Nora playing the piano for their dance routine. Before I started playing for them, they were having a conversation behind closed doors. I interrupted them unexpectedly. Immediately, Torvald changed the subject to their dance routine. Helmer was constantly on Nora about missing every step, but once he told her to try harder, she remembered it immediately. Once they were finished practicing, Nora asked about my tests. I didn't blatantly say they confirmed my initial statement, but I hinted at the fact it was correct. I left them behind in the room, and a few seconds after I shut the door, I dropped 2 short letters telling them I was leaving them to meet my maker.